Greetings everybody. Today I have a big bowl of dragon fruit rinds. In a recent episode, I reviewed 20 different varieties and species of dragon fruit, and it left me with a lot of dragon fruit rinds. So one thing that I've heard is that you can actually eat these things. There are recipes using these, there are certain preparations using these. Some people say that they're healthy to use these. So we're going to explore that today. There are three main preparations that I've seen online using the dragon fruit rind. The first is that people make a tea out of it. I'm going to do that. The second thing is that people make a stir fry out of it. Gonna do that. And the third thing is that people use it to make like a jello sort of thing. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because I was first intrigued. I thought maybe there's a lot of pectin in these or something, but all those recipes have you add agar-agar powder to it, which is a thickening agent. So if that's the case, like what is this contributing? You know, like I don't really understand why people do that. So yeah, not that one, but the other two, let's do it. And there we are. Dragon fruit tea, dragon fruit, stir fry. It's time to answer the age-old question, are dragon fruit rinds garbage? And by the way, I'm not sure how great of an idea this is to use store-bought supermarket dragon fruits, because they might have pesticides on them or something. I don't know about that stuff. These were sent to me by the Rare Dragon Fruit YouTube channel and also Wallace Ranch. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for sending me so many dragon fruits. So I feel fairly comfortable trying the rinds of these ones. How I prepared these is I took the dragon fruits, I cleaned them really well, I scooped out all the pulp. I'm not reviewing the pulp here, I want to make sure I'm getting the flavor of the rinds. I dried them out a little bit, and then I cut them up. And how I found was the best way of cutting them up was to use a pair of scissors. I cut off all the little flappy bits, and I cut off the tops and bottoms, and because the Rare Dragon Fruit YouTube channel did write the names of the different varieties on these with marker, I made sure to cut that out, and then I cut them up into strips. I mixed up the rind, so there's going to be several different varieties of dragon fruits mixed in with what I'm having right here. For the tea, I took a little half of a handful of dragon fruit rinds and added boiling water to it. Even if this doesn't taste good, I could see the possibilities of using the dragon fruit peels as like a natural food dye. Pretty much flavorless, if I'm going to be honest. It's got like a little bit of like a cucumber kind of flavor to it. Some people drink dragon fruit skin tea as like a health thing, and for that reason it would be totally innocuous. No, it's not like a harsh flavor, it's not bitter or anything. I think if you were to chill this, it would be kind of like cucumber water. So, you know, it's not anything crazy, but it's not bad. Next, dragon fruit rind stir fry. Not sure how to feel about this one. A while back, I made a banana peel thorin, kind of like a South Indian sort of dish, where you take banana peels, you cut it up, you add a bunch of seasoning to it, and serve it with like rice. It was surprisingly good, but it was because the spice mix that I put on those banana peels was like really, really good. I think you could put that spice mix on anything and it would make it taste good, even if that was banana peels. But on anything else, probably would have been better. So I resisted the urge to follow recipes that call for a whole lot of spices. There are some where you take shallots and garlic and chilies and ginger and galangal and a bunch of stuff, and then you put in the dragon fruit skins. And I feel like this is going to be another case where I am just eating spices and I'm critiquing that. So I went kind of light with spices with this. I took an onion, I took a little bit of chili pepper, salt, sugar, that's it. And I fried it all together for like 5 minutes. I don't like it. it's slimy. It's very slimy. The dragon fruit peels do not add any flavor whatsoever, but they do add slime. It's a very soft, gooey kind of texture that is not super appealing to me. So I would say no to this as far as flavor goes. But if you are, hungry, you're trying to really stretch out food at home, and you have a dragon fruit plant growing, maybe that is a reason to use this, to add like a filler to something else. But the flavor itself, there's nothing there. And the texture is not my sort of thing. If you like slimy things, then maybe this is the sort of thing for you. But for me, no. Yeah, so that's it for the tea and the stir fry. And okay, I'm gonna try to make the jelly. I don't know if this is going to work, but I have some extra rinds, and I'm curious if it could be used without the agar-agar. All the recipes call for you to add like this gelling agent to it to make a jello, and I feel like that's cheating, so I'm going to try to just see if this will gel. So I took the rest of my dragon fruit rind, maybe like a cup of it. I just covered it barely with water, and I set it to boil on a low heat, and we're gonna cook it for a while and then see if it gels when it cools down. It's not like Jell-O. You can't do that with it, but that's not too bad. I mean, I'm gonna taste a little bit of it too. It's not flavorless, but the flavor it has is fairly low. So yeah, I think that would be a good use for this. If you're trying to make a jelly with something that does not have a lot of pectin to it, this would add the pectin to it. I wasn't planning on making something with this, and normally if you were going to use a fruit skin in order to make a jelly, you would just throw it in with the other things instead of doing it separately. But I'm kind of curious how this will work. So I'm going to try to make a pepper jelly with this because I have some super hot peppers right now, and I wouldn't want to put so many peppers in it where you'd be able to get enough pectin from the peppers because they're so hot. But using something like this and one very, very hot pepper, I think it might be interesting. Let's try it. This is a Fox Dark Naga Gnarly Ruby. Naga usually means ghost peppers. So this is going to be hot. I'm going to use this bag to kind of protect my hands so I don't have any gloves. And I'm going to cut it up like so. Chuck them in this pan. Smells evil. Going to add my dragon fruit pectin. Turn on the heat. And just a little bit of water to get it going. And about half a cup of sugar, roughly. Also some lime. I think just half a lime is probably good. After about 15 minutes of cooking, I turned off the heat. I took out the extraordinarily hot peppers that were in there because I want to actually use this stuff. And I put it in this little jar, just gonna cover it lightly until it cools down, and then that's gonna go in the fridge. Let it sit in the fridge overnight, and gotta do the true test. It worked. Yeah, surprisingly firm. I would not put this over my eyeball. That would be a really bad idea, but it does work really well for a jelly. The question now is, what's the flavor like? It might be a little spicy. Oh, this is gonna hurt me. It smells very hot. Oh my god! Who would have thought taking one of the hottest peppers in the world and making jam out of it was going to be spicy? Yeah, that's actually really tasty. I would not use that much of that, but a little bit of that on like a sandwich with some cheese on it or something, that'd be really good. The flavor of that, by the way, is a lot of stone fruit kind of taste. It's got like a cherry sort of thing to it, a little bit of an apricot kind of taste to it. The dragon fruit rind flavor, I'm not getting that. So, you know what? Dragon fruit rinds are not garbage. I thought it was going to be garbage. If I'm going to be totally honest, I did not think any of these things were going to work. But the jelly actually is good. It does contain a lot of pectin, and it does provide a really nice color. The things that people normally do with it, like when you look recipes up online using this, it's making the stir fry thing, which I don't recommend. It's making the tea out of it, which I don't really recommend, and making the jello out of it, which I don't really recommend. None of the things that people do with this seem to make a lot of sense, but if you want to make jelly, this is great for that. So I think that is about it. Another big thank you to the Rare Dragon Fruit YouTube channel and Wallace Ranch for sending me all these dragon fruits. Really, really cool opportunity. And also Matt's Peppers for sending me some very, very painfully hot chili peppers. This has been a lot of fun for me. Hope everybody watching also had fun. And if you didn't check it out, check out my video that I did on the comparison of dragon fruits. I compared 20 different dragon fruit varieties. I will link that below, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. I would like to give a very big shout out to Smarter Everyday, Bill T, and WootBot. They are mega patrons over on patreon.com. This is how I managed to keep this channel going, so it is a huge help to anyone watching who is interested in learning more about how you can help the channel and get some cool stuff in return, like early access to videos, exclusive videos. There's actually over 100 of them already that you can get access to. There's a level where I'll send you stuff in the mail. You gotta check it out. There's more information about this down in the description below.